Do you want to go live, but it just causes you anxiety? You get butterflies, you get fear. I understand completely. But don't worry, because in this video, I'm going to share everything you need to know before you hit that go live button. Amani Channel, I want to thank you so much for watching. If this is for Amani Channel, this is Video Fearless. I'm the Video Fearless dude who helps business owners attract leads and clients, build their following, or just create awesome content with video marketing. So if this is your first time learning about me or watching one of my videos, I want to welcome you to this channel. Please feel free to go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of these awesome videos. Right now, this is part of a 30 video series. So if you're interested in learning and going from novice to pretty much a proficient video marketer, using live, using editing, recording, figuring out your messaging, this will be a great place for you to start. My background, I was a broadcast reporter. I still work in the TV business, but I started my career as a young broadcast reporter, and I really was challenged with delivering my information live on TV. I would get anxious, nervous. I did this repeatedly for many, many moons, and finally a mentor came to me. He was like, dude, what's going on with you? And he helped me learn how to speak in my own authentic voice, as much as it could be for the news business, because, you know, news reporters are kind of uptight and stuffy. Anyhow, I made hundreds of recorded videos, but I've also made hundreds of live videos. I have a Facebook group. I go live on YouTube. I've gone live on YouTube a few times. I mostly go live on Facebook. But in this video, I'm going to share everything you need to know to go live and to make an awesome live video. All right. So the first thing you need to think about before you go live is who's your audience, right? And what information are you going to share with them? And then think about some of the tech, like the camera, the lighting, the microphones, all those things. This is stuff that I've gone over in my past videos. So go back and watch, I think, video 2, in which I share the video production formula. If you have a question about what kind of equipment should you use, or what's the whole process of creating a video, all right? So it's really important to develop your talking points and what you're going to say before you go record. Now, you may think that you can just wing it, go live, just hit the record button and see what comes out. That is the fastest way to failure in terms of video, because inevitably you're going to go off on a tangent. You might lose your train of thought and go off the rails. So how do you maintain or stay on subject when you're going live? Well, the way you do that is with talking points. Now, believe it or not, I create most of my talking points in my head at this point, just because I've done this so many times, but it's still a great idea. Sometimes I do write out my talking points. I do write out prompts to help me stay on track, because like if I'm doing a video 5 tips, I need to make sure I'm sharing 5 tips. If I'm doing a video where I'm sharing something really specific, I want to make sure I'm hitting on all those details. So in those cases, I will use a prompt or use talking points. Now, I don't suggest use a teleprompter, especially when it comes to going live, because it'll just be too much for you to worry about. Just have some talking points, have them written out, because in a live stream, you have folks interacting with your live, you have folks commenting, jumping in and out. You want to acknowledge them. You might want to answer their questions throughout your live broadcast. If you have a teleprompter that's just scrolling information to you, you have to focus on scrolling the information or make sure it's at the right place. It's just going to throw you off. Now, when is a teleprompter good? A teleprompter is great for like things like sales videos, or videos where you want to record them and make sure you hit on key points and you have a very specific way you want to say your content. Now, I'm not a teleprompter kind of guy, even though I've worked in the news business. I was a field reporter, which means I would go out in the field, turn stories. I was a general assignment reporter. And so when it comes to going live, I would just ad-lib the live shots. Like I would say most of the correspondents, if not all the correspondents and field reporters, just know their information. They just can recite it off the top of their head when they're sharing it in and out, and the body of their video is usually a recorded piece. I'm not going to get too much into that, but just know that when reporters are going live, they are also ad-libbing it. Now, when I say ad-libbing it, that does not mean winging it. They very much in their mind know exactly what they're going to say. They have a roll cue that the production, that the station knows is going to roll into their next segment. And so it's all very much planned out, but they are not winging their content. They know what they're going to say. They just have it in their mind, either probably not memorized, but just the general concept. And then when it comes to speaking, they just deliver their information like blah, 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 blah. And it sounds perfect because they're professional speakers. I mean, reporters know what they're going to say and they know how to deliver it. All right, just know that. So make sure you have your intro, what you're going to teach your folks, what they're going to learn. You might want to have like a bonus tip, like say, hey, make sure you stay to the end, because now I didn't do this in this video, but say make sure you stay till the end because I'm going to share a bonus tip, just so they might stay to the end of your live training or your live video, just to encourage them. You want to encourage them to maybe interact with you. So put hashtag live, put hashtag record. That's something that I often do. When are you watching this video? When are you seeing this video? Is it live or is it recorded? And then after that, write down your talking points. Now you only need like 3 to 5 talking points, I would say, because you're gonna mention your point, you're gonna elaborate on it, maybe add 2 or 3 thoughts. You're gonna add a personal story. You might add a client success story or some kind of story to validate your information, and then you move on to the next topic. All right, so that's the way you do it. How do I know this works? Well, because I have many students who I've helped with their content go live to build their business. One of my students is Misty Harris. She didn't know a lick about the equipment, or she suffered from imposter syndrome when she first got started.
And I was always hesitant about doing it. I thought, oh, who's going to watch me? And nobody cares what I have to say.
And she went through my program, and I didn't know she was going to take the information and run with it, right? Because you never know who's going to do so. She started going live twice a week. And she said the folks in her community started recognizing her like celebrity status because of her live videos. She started to build her business and get clients attracted to her because of her live videos.
And I could not have moved up a level like I have without being on video.
And she went from 0 to 100 in like 4 to 5 weeks. So it doesn't have to take a long time. It took me like 3 or 4 years before I became comfortable. What I've developed is a 6-part formula, which I'm not going to go into in this video, but if you're able to follow my formula, you will be able to share a message and speak, whether it's recorded or whether it's live, very comfortably, because my process is basically a repetitive process that you're able to duplicate with every kind of video you want to make. It doesn't matter what kind of video you want to make, my process works. All right, but let's get back to live. So you've got your talking points. You know what you're going to say. Now you got to figure out what kind of live platform you're going to use. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to share with you a couple of platforms that I suggest. Now I'm a Mac user. I have an iMac. It's not a super new iMac, but it does work. And I use ECamm Live. All right, this is ECamm. Let me go to ECamm Live. This is ECamm Live. All right, so just ecamm.com is the website. I'm going to share a link in the description if you're interested. It's a free trial to ECamm Live if you're a Mac user. It turns any Mac into a live production studio for broadcasting to Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch, and Periscope. ECamm works really well. You can do so many cool, creative things with ECamm. Their customer support is their community is great. Their support is great. You just got to make sure you use a MacBook Pro or an iMac, because folks that use like the MacBook Airs may have processing issues. But if you're a Mac user, definitely look into ECamm Live. Now, if you're a Mac or PC user, this is another solution. I'm also going to share a link in the description. This is StreamYard. Now, StreamYard is great because it's a browser-based live studio. So whereas ECamm, you download the software lives on your computer. StreamYard is strictly in the cloud. So everything about their platform is in the cloud, but you can go live to multiple destinations using StreamYard. It's great for guest interviews and for having multiple people. Like if you want to do like a talk show format where you have 3 or 4 guests, it works great for that. There's a free version as well as a pro version. You have greater customization features with the pro version. But those are the 2 software programs that I suggest. Now, there are other options out there. There's like OBS Studio, and there's Be Live, which I also have an account to. Really, StreamYard or ECamm are the 2 programs that I suggest. Now, StreamYard works if you're Mac or PC because it's browser-based, whereas ECamm is only a downloaded program that lives on your computer. I could go into some features now, but I'll do that in an upcoming video. All right, so once you have the software, then it's important to do a quick learn how to use it, right? So you got to learn how to use the software. Make sure you know all the features, know what you're trying to do with it. And so that's really important, because you don't want to be in the middle of a live stream and then something comes up and you're like, I don't know how to stop the stream, or you don't know how to bring your slides up, or you want to share a video and you don't know how to do that, or there's something you want to do but you don't know how to do it. You don't want to wait till you're going live to do that. So rehearsal is really important. It's important to get in the software and learn it, to dig around and learn it, know how to interact with people, know how to comment, know how to start and end the stream. It's really important to know those things before you go live, or before you want to go live. Most of these software have a feature where you can schedule a live stream, where you can schedule a live broadcast. Know how to do that. You might want to create some sort of imagery or branding for it, like a card or something for your live announcement. But it's important. That's all important to know. All right, so just make sure you get in there, you know your software, and then after that, you're pretty much ready to go live. So that's when you hit the go live button at whatever time you have your broadcast set up. You might have a description. You might have a link to your description. Now, it's always important to have a call to action, whether you're going live or recording a video. So have some action that you want your audience to take. Like, for example, if you found this really beneficial, and if you're really challenged with making videos, if you really still feel anxious or nervous, you're just not really ready to dig into it, you might want to schedule a free strategy call with me. Now, before you do that, I suggest you watch a free training with me, because that'll let you know if I'm the kind of person that you really want to work with before we even schedule the strategy call. I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time. So I'll leave a link in the description to the free training that I created, which will let you know if you want to work with me, and we'll take it from there, all right? But once again, going live is not a big deal. It's just having a little bit of mouthpiece, which is something I talk about in my video course. Having a little bit of mouthpiece, knowing what you're going to say, and then just getting your reps in and practicing. You're probably not going to be perfect the first time you go live, but each time you go live, it's going to get better. All right, just like, you know, making videos might be hard, but once you make your first video, it's going to get easier. All right, just remember that. Amani Channel, more good stuff is coming. Talk to you soon. Peace. Hey there, so as a bonus, I just want to show you an editing trick. So once again, I'm in ScreenFlow, and as I was recording this video, this is the one I'm going live for the first time. I made a slight error, so I'm just going to show you. I think my phone rang and distracted me. It's right here. At the end of this video, there's going to be... So you can see I got sort of distracted by my phone, and then I did a pickup. Now a pickup is a line where you basically just start over from a specific place. So I just decided to start over when I said this is part of a 30 video series. So, and that's the same as what I said here. Videos right now, this is a part of a 30 video series. So what I'm able to do is I can split this clip. This is the clip that I have my takes on. I'll hit T to split it. Then I'll delete it, just hit delete. Now I'll collapse it, and now it will be here. Bell, so you don't miss any of these awesome videos right now. This is part of a 30 video. All right, so you can see it kind of jumped right there. I don't really like jump cuts, so I'm gonna scale this up just ever so slightly here. So it'll change the framing a little bit. We'll do it right there. Should do it right there, so I'm right in the middle. All right, now we'll see how it looks. Don't miss any of these awesome videos right now. This is part of a 30 video series. So if you're interested in learning and going from not, that is how you can fix a mistake with a jump cut. You basically just pick up where you left off at the last word that you said that was pretty coherent, and then you can make your edit accordingly and just pick it up. And now what you can also do is you can add some B-roll, which I'm not going to show you right now. That's also a solution for you.